You know that moment when you randomly choke a play? Yeah, I'm done. So, I tried something else. If you play Osimini at a high level, you already know your keyboard matters. And you should know this because what else would you play with? Banana? After using the wooting Acc HE for so long, my standards are kind of ruined. So the question is, can this actually keep up? Or am I just copying? We'll see. This is the Lemokey P1 HE. Yeah, it's another half-fat keyboard. Yeah, they are everywhere. Third thing I noticed, this thing is pretty heavy. Like, this is not just another keyboard, it's a commitment. Full metal body, no flex, extremely solid. It is the kind of keyboard that just doesn't move. At all. Yeah, when I say at all, it is at all. This thing doesn't move, and I'm so happy that it doesn't. And honestly, it feels really good. The switches feel great, the sound is really clean, and everything feels just premium, like super high quality. But if you're used to lighter switches like I am, you will notice the difference. These are heavier and the bounce feels slightly different. Not worse, but just something that you need to get used to. But none of that matters if it doesn't perform. And in Osimini, it actually holds up really well. I tested on both wireless and wired, and honestly I didn't feel a huge difference. Like, I didn't even notice anything because it played the same with both modes, which is really impressive. I've never tested a wireless keyboard, and this actually surprised me because I didn't ever notice any difference, like notable difference from the wireless mode. I mean, from the wired mode. The fast patterns feel really clean, jacks feel consistent, and overall it's just very satisfying to play on. And also, to be fair, I haven't played like in 4 months from the recording of this video, so if I'm missing, it's probably not the keyboard, it's probably just me being bad at the game again. But compared to wooting Acc HE, you probably will still notice, because wooting feels lighter to me, but it's medium and a bit easier to control for accuracy. But this still feels great. And yeah, we have to do a real tough. This thing is really heavy. You're not moving this keyboard around. It will stay on your desk forever. And it's probably because of the battery, which is nice because you get wireless and Bluetooth support. But yeah, this is not a triple keyboard. I don't think so. And what I said before is actually where the Lemokey P1 HE wins. Because this is not just another Osimini keyboard as per usual, because you can use it for everything. You can use it for your PC, for tablet, wireless. It just works. And meanwhile, wooting is more like we do anything. It is more like we play Osimini on it. And to be fair, they do extremely well. And I was forgetting actually, how does it feel in Taiko? Because I'm a main on Taiko now. Because it's the Osu Taiko World Cup 2026. Yeah. And one thing that I didn't expect at all is that this actually feels really good for Osu Taiko as well. Especially if you're a player of single tap like me, or roll heavy styles like I do. Because of the bounce tuning, you get a bit more control over your inputs, which makes higher speeds more manageable. Things like mix 1/6 bursts that you are seeing right here, double BPM sections, they feel surprisingly comfortable. And for accuracy, all of things, this is where it stands out because you get a very clear feedback on each hit where you can actually feel it when you're looking into a pattern versus when you're trying just to keep up with. And that difference helps a lot when you're pushing accuracy. And honestly, it's a very unique keyboard for this kind of playstyle if you're a heavy player like him. So, can it replace it wooting right now? Probably not. But not because it's bad. I mean, look at the quality of this keyboard, this thing is beautiful. But I'm just used to something else, which is why I think this keyboard doesn't stand out. But if you get me like a week or a couple of months to get used to this, I will probably get it as my main keyboard. But at the moment, I will use it for everything else, but when it's time to go try her on, I'm probably going back. Yeah, I hate how good this thing is.
Walk on!